Williams thanked his fans for the support, but also urged them to sign a petition that calls for legislation at federal and state levels to limit the use of art as evidence in criminal trials. In the 56-count indictment against Williams and the criminal street gang The Young Stoner Life, several of Williams' lyrics are being used as evidence in the case against him.
This isn't just about me or what I did. I always do my music as a form of artistic expression. And now I see that black artists, rappers, don't have that in the free. There's not any time to protect black art artistic and keep praying for a little more.
Many notable figures in the music industry have come to Williams' defense and are also calling for the protection of black art. So far, the petition on change.org has reached close to 27,000 signatures.
A village. Now, perhaps, in a smaller context, we can understand why the Bible actually says there are times when you gotta send that Nabal out of the camp. Why? Think smaller than America. We can absorb an awful lot of naughty teenagers, but in a much tighter context, one troubled teen is big trouble for the entire village. If an
hands. We've all been there. Got those awkward hands. Meanwhile, Disney Pixar's latest movie, Lightyear, getting ready. Film Lightyear is banned from being released in at least 14 Middle Eastern and Asian countries over what movie officials speculate is a brief scene depicting two animated characters sharing a same-sex kiss. Actor Chris Evans, the voice behind iconic Space Ranger Buzz Lightyear, expressing disappointment.
It's great that we're a part of something that's making steps forward in the social inclusion capacity, but it's frustrating that there are still places that aren't where they should be.
Representatives for the United Arab Emirates saying the same-sex kiss violates the country's, quote, media content standards. But producers for Lightyear say they aren't going to change a thing.
We've gotten requests for things to cut. Disney isn't going to modify the material. We're not going to cut out anything.
Other cast members applauding the commitment to representing members of the LGBTQ community.
We're hoping for a time when we don't even have to have this conversation. It's normal and it should be normalized.
This isn't the only time a same-sex interaction caused a Disney film to be banned. Earlier this year, Saudi Arabia and other Middle Eastern countries refused to show Marvel's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness over similar complaints. Lightyear acts as a prequel to the Toy Story franchise and follows Buzz on his sci-fi adventures through the cosmos.
The mothers did not want to have a baseball tournament on Mother's Day, whereas the fathers were like, heck yeah, we'll spend 14 hours at the ballpark on Father's Day. That's exactly what we want to do. I always thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Mother's Day was always sacred. Now, there are tournaments, but we never played in it.
Okay, gotcha. I was listening to everything you were listing, though. I think my husband's going to get a bag of beef jerky. And we're going to call it a day. Food.
Get up there.
There you go.
I mean, he'll love it.
Okay. Yeah.
Moms and dads are
Teriyaki
awesome.
beef.
There you
Okay.
go.
Stuff's good.
See, even better. We're just making it more elevated with each suggestion.
Well, what mode do you keep your cell phone on? According to a new poll, your age may hint at the answer. 65% of adult age 65 and older keep the sound on their cell phone when it rings, but only 20% of 18 to 24-year-olds do. Overall, about 43% of people say they keep the sound on to let them know someone's calling. 27% keep their phone on vibrate and 25% keep it on silent. So do you keep your phone on loud, vibrate, or silent? Do you change it up for different people?
Tell us about that.
I did that when I was an Android user, so but I haven't gotten to that with my iPhone. But I definitely did that. I did one for my brothers. Your brother is calling you. Your brother, your best friend is calling. The ones that they have like that.
Right.
You mean a customized ring, or you have it on silent for some like me?
Fascinating.
Diving at night has its own
Cycle of the seasons as the natural world above. In the winter, the water is crystal clear, but the energy of the bright spring sun brings an explosion of algae and plankton growth. The result? Poor visibility. Nighttime is better for exploration, and more lake dwellers appear at night. One focal point of the biologists' study is the water quality. It has improved considerably over the last 10 years, due to purification plants and dewatering systems. Lake Como